hung up.
That sucks. Wow,
So now
how
they should be
annoying.
able to hear us. But yeah, because I ended the live and somehow I could still hear you, and I was like, why am I still hearing your voice?
I live in your head. That's funny. But yeah. So wow, we really just I guess spoke it into existence yesterday, huh?
Yeah.
That is insane. Hold on. Let me see if I can actually hear just in case.
No, I'm pretty sure now they can. I should have fixed it. The only thing is I don't know
Hold on.
how
Yeah.
to like type to the chat. Like we can only talk to them. It's not letting me type. But yeah, guys, it finally happened. Harbaugh is out of here. Didn't get fired, but they parted ways. And it's only a matter of time before we see Zach Orr out of here too, because the new head coach gets to put in his coordinators, right? There's not going to be a single head coach that's going to even consider Zach Orr as the defensive coordinator. Not because he's not good, just because he doesn't have any experience. But now, like a lot of these Steelers haters are saying, no excuses. Literally, we have no excuses because I've said it many times on my channel. The only true handicap for this team is John Harbaugh. I truly believe Lamar Jackson could achieve so many things. He doesn't need a lot of help. He doesn't need a lot of weapons, none of that. He just needs a coach that could at least be average. And I just didn't see that with Harbaugh. Harbaugh just makes the dumbest decisions. The blown leads, like it was way too repetitive. Yeah. Zach is next to leave. Yeah.
That's
He
what you
has
say,
to be.
yeah. I mean, we'll see. But
Zach
hold
has
up.
to be next. Yeah.
Before you continue, since he got fired, he got let go, or he they parted ways, he quit, whatever happened. What are our options for coaches since this is a real thing now? Who do you think that the Ravens will actually choose as the option? Because a lot of people got let go. You and I were looking at it.
The I think the smartest thing the Ravens can do is bring in Ed Reed. Just bring him in the building. Give him some sort of position within the coaching staff. Now, if you don't want to put him as head coach because maybe you might say not enough experience or whatever your reasons may be, fine. But just having him in that building is going to make a huge difference, especially when it comes to studying film. That's something that I feel like we know what certain teams' strengths are,
Mm-hmm.
and we allow those teams to like kill us with those strengths. Like we have no plan to stop it. And I feel like if we bring in somebody like Ed Reed, he could immediately help the team plan better for stopping certain offense, even a defense, right? How to tear certain defense apart. He could help Lamar say, "Hey, this defense likes to do X, Y, and Z." You know, so well, who would you guys bring in? Because for me, I feel like Ed Reed, one way or another, has to come in the building. He has to.
Well, until we get like any responses, we have. You think Roberts? Because somebody said yesterday the Robert Saleh, right? I don't know how
Salah.
to say it. I don't know how to say his name. I'm sorry.
Um, yeah, that's he could be an option. He could
I think he
definitely
was
be an
really good
option.
with the Jets. I feel like, and I feel like if he's offered like a head coaching position, I don't I don't
Thanks,
think.
man.
There you go. Thank you. We would have been like blah 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 the whole time, like
Yeah,
yapping
talking
with
to
no
ourselves.
sound.
Yeah, Robert Sala. I mean, I feel like the Jets, they're too desperate. They want to bring in somebody and they want everything to be fixed from one week to the next, you know? With the Ravens, there isn't much to fix, right? Because it's not necessarily um players issue, right? Or we don't have the right weapons. It's always been coaching issue. The coach that we've had, Harbaugh, unfortunately, he doesn't keep our players disciplined, right? We keep getting flags. We keep dropping balls. We keep fumbling. We don't intercept when it's an easy catch. You know, all of these easy fixes, it all comes from coaching. So with Robert Sala or really anybody coming into this situation, it shouldn't be that hard to make a deep playoff run. It really shouldn't. Especially when you have a quarterback like Lamar Jackson. Not because I'm a Ravens fan, but Lamar Jackson just gives you so many options of so many things you can do. So many
Versatility.
things you can do when it comes to designing plays, when it comes to even signing players. Lamar Jackson, it would be nice if we have a player like Jamar Chase, but you don't necessarily need a Jamar Chase to see success with Lamar. Now, if you get a player like Jamar Chase, you are going to see
Right.
plenty of success with Lamar, right? But that's what Lamar brings to the table, right? When whoever signs up to be the head coach, they're coming into a great situation. A great situation. Texans DC can be a good fit. Oh yeah, I would really consider that just based on how like great their defense is. I don't
Mm-hmm.
even know who their let me see. Who's their Texans coordinator? Texans.
Matt Burke.
Oh, Matt Burke. He came up yesterday. Someone brought him up as well.
I don't think
Matt
so.
Burke. Yeah. Yeah, he would actually be a really good addition to the team. Same with what's his name, Brian Flores. Just on how good of a defense he puts together. You know, with whatever weapons he has. Like Brian Flores would also be a very good option. But let's not take away from the fact that it finally happens. Like it finally happened. This is something that I was like 5% sure it was going to happen just because of all the reports we saw out. They were saying they were going to get rid of Todd Munkin and pretty much everything else was going to stay the same. At that point, I was like, all of that for nothing. It's not happening. We're not getting rid of him. And honestly, I didn't know if I could take another year of the same BS, bro. Obviously, I will watch it. Obviously, I will want them to win. But for me to go into the season thinking like, oh, we got a good shot, no matter who we signed, nah. As long as Harbaugh was our head coach, I didn't have any faith. Now we could put our mascot Poe at head coach, and I would have so much more faith in this team. Like that's how bad like I
Wow.
felt that Harbaugh was with this team. Like yeah, he was our handicap. So
Well, we just got well, we didn't just get him, but Zach Orr has been with us for like a couple of years, right?
two
And
years,
the one before that, I forget what was his name. You like,
Mike
huh?
Mike McDonald.
No, 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 no. The other guy that you really that you had a video, like a whole video that you were like he needs to go.
Oh, Greg Roman, the offense coordinator.
Roman, yes, that's what I was thinking. So he left. Then we got Zach Orr around the same time, right? Or am I tripping?
No, Zach or he came in when Mike left. So Mike it didn't make sense. I try to be positive about it because I was okay. Well, it's a young coach, no experience, sure, but he played some football, and you just want to be positive, right? Uh, but we saw it really quick that it was not a good transition from Mike to Zach Orr. You saw it with the players; like they looked very confused, very confused. So yeah, we have to bring somebody in for the defense. The defense coordinator has to be on his shit, honestly, to bring back that culture. that we have with our defense because everything Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs, that culture that they built here, I feel like John tore it down little by little. And it got to a point like nobody really respects our defense the way they used to even 6 years ago, you know? Now when Mike was here, our defense was one of the best, but the moment he left, I mean, I feel like Harbaugh was doing everything in his powers to destroy our culture. Everybody said he helped build the culture. I think the opposite. So wasn't Zach the linebacker coach? Yeah, he was. He was the linebacker coach because that was his position, right? When he used to play in the NFL. So Harbaugh put him in that position, and I don't know. He decided to hire him the moment Mike left, and it was the same thing last year where our defense had a very slow start. It took way too long to pick up the pace, right? We even had to call what's his name? That other coach, Pagano. We had to call him to be our advisor. And that's when we finally started getting things right. We started getting into rhythm. But Zach couldn't do it by himself. And then the same thing this year, I believe, happened, right? Where we weren't getting to a quick start. We have to start calling Pagano again to be our advisor or whatever. And we started slowly picking things up again. So our defense needs to, our coaching staff needs to be a very good coordinator when it comes to our defense in order to get our culture back because like I said, our defense is not respectable anymore. Everything Ray built, Ed Reed built, Harbaugh literally tore it down. He tore it down. So we have to start from scratch, in my opinion.
Right. That was
When
where I
Mike
was.
was here, when Mike was here, everybody was comparing Roquan Smith to Ray Lewis. I wasn't, but I know a lot of fans were. Like that's how much of a difference a good coordinator brings to the team, right? We were seeing little flashes of Ray Lewis with Roquan, with Kyle Hamilton, Ed Reed. We were seeing these little flashes, and within a span of 2 years, our franchise is not respected anymore. Our defense is very laughable. It's supposed to be supposedly a no-fly zone, right? Based on paper, everyone that we brought in, everyone we signed, we were supposed to be this top-tier defense. We're ranked somewhere in the high 20s, 30 maybe. I don't even know where we're ranked in defense, but I don't imagine it's anywhere good, you know?
Hmm.
So, yeah, this is definitely, I don't, shout outs honestly to Bishadi because if this did not happen, I promise you, everybody would have started asking for Bishadi to start considering selling the team because there is no way that you're seeing the same mistakes every year. It's always something, right? It's Derrick Henry 2019 just runs through us like nothing, like butter, right?
Hmm.
Then you have Tyler Huntley fumbling the ball at the goal line. Then you had Zay Flowers, I think, fumbling the ball at the goal line. Then you have Mark Andrews not catching the 2 point pass. Then you have Tyler Loop. Like it's always some sort of disappointment. And we can't keep going through this and not have a change in voice. We need something new. It's the same thing every single year. And you saw it from the players. From the beginning of the season, you saw Kyle Hamilton say, we can't just be all talk. The players kept saying that. Why are they saying that? Because that's all John Harbaugh is doing. He's just giving you guys quotes after quotes after quotes. They're tired of it. They don't want just talk. We have to actually do something. We have to do what we're Zach needs to go. Yeah, we have to actually do what we're talking about in these meetings, and we have to hold certain players accountable. So thank God it finally happened, bro, because it's way overdue. Where were you guys when you guys found out that Harbaugh finally parted ways with the Ravens? I was literally about to go shower, and then I got a text message, and it was from Adam Schefter. Not from Adam Schefter, but it was a screenshot of Adam Schefter's tweet, right? I thought it was fake. I was like, nah, no way. It's too soon, way too early. I was in my living room and I was jumping.
Hi, Joel.
Yo, when I saw it, I went to his actual legit Twitter, and I didn't even get to go to it honestly because I just saw a bunch of notifications on my newsfeed on Twitter that he got fired. And I was like, no, please. I could feel my eyes watery. I clicked on Adam's page. Bro, have you seen that video of that guy where he's dancing? He's at the club.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
The
yeah.
new one. Do you know the
With a red
song?
shirt or something.
No, it's like from a movie.
Oh,
But he
I'm
goes
looking
like
up.
he's like dancing. He's like in a rave or something.
No,
It's a
I
house
don't.
music. No, I'm gonna try to post it on the video. I'm gonna make a meme video out of it because that's how I felt the moment I saw it. I was hyped immediately. I had to retake my video like 3 times because I lost my voice in a matter of 5 seconds.
You know what? You know, like a couple weeks ago, you sent me that
Time
picture
to
of
party.
the NFL that they sent like John Harbaugh, and I was like, "You're lying." So I checked my Instagram right away, and you were a whole liar. So then, right now, when you were like, "Hey, did you see the news? Did you see the news?" I was like, "Oh my god, this guy again is gonna be with the same crap. I'm not gonna fall for it." So then he's like, "It happened! It happened! It happened!" I was like, "Okay, wait, 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 wait. Let me verify my sources." So I checked, and then it's everywhere on my feed. So I'm like, "Oh, damn! It actually happened. Wow. Okay. So,
Yes.
hey, now how we gonna party? How we
What a
gonna
way
celebrate?"
to start, man. What a way to start. I I just hope that Harbaugh takes Falele and Voorhees with him. How did you guys feel when Falele got hurt? I wonder if you guys, because we always say, all right, we don't like to celebrate injuries. We don't want anyone to get injured. But
Let's make fun.
honestly, the in my household, me and my
We went
wife,
home.
the moment he went down, we
We
both
were like, "Yes,
synced. Yeah, we were synced up.
back to
We
back."
were like, yes, you would have thought we scored a
And you know
touchdown
what? The
or we
funny
won
thing
the
is,
game.
because I was with my back turned, because we had ordered some wings, so I was like nibbling on my wings with my back turned, and then I heard number 77, and I was like, "Yes!" And you were like, "Yes!" I was like, "Ah!" And I started laughing because it was so exciting. Woo! But
Nah,
yeah,
man. That's how excited we were when we found out about Falele. But you guys could imagine when I found out about Harbaugh and me trying to make that video, the little short that I already posted. I lost my voice within like 5 seconds because I was yelling. I was so hyped. I was so hyped. But yeah, man, I'm not seeing reports. I don't know who we're going to get. Everybody is asking for Brian Flores. Um,
who's that?
Brian Flores. I mean, he was with the Dolphins.
I think we were talking about him yesterday.
Right now, I
Oh,
think he's with the
Vikings.
Vikings. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's with the Vikings right now. So Brian Flores is a really good coach. His scheme is like top tier. The Ravens culture needs to change. Remember when Kyle Hamilton said the fans were spoiled? Yep, I'm telling you, everything that Ray Lewis built, John tore it down. So we have to try to rebuild that defense that the Ravens were known for. That culture, that play like a Raven, it doesn't mean
Mm-hmm.
anything.
Right now, it doesn't, unfortunately.
Um, I don't feel bad about what I'm going to tell you guys, but there's a lot of fans that it didn't sit right with them. There is a video going around of after the game. Lamar Jackson was leaving the Steelers game, right? He was trying to run past the media, past the cameras to pretty much crash out, right? And the moment he turned into a corner where there was no more cameras, he wanted to crash out. So what Lamar did is he grabbed something and he threw it at the wall, but it went right to the Ravens logo. And a lot of fans felt like he threw it
That's
at the logo
on purpose.
intentionally, right?
Yeah.
Like on purpose. Back then, just that culture that Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs, Ed Reed, that culture that they brought, that would not be a thing back then. Nobody throws anything at the logo. You protect it like, we protect the American flag, right? That's how much you would protect that logo. And to do something like that, you would have to do a full on public apology, right? A press conference and apologize to the fans. Like that's
Right.
how serious it was back then. But now, I feel like that culture, that respect for play like a Ravens or the respect to our logo is just not there anymore. And I feel like it's because of everything John Harbaugh did to the team, to the players, to the franchise, to the fans. It was very rare before Harbaugh got here that we got blown out at home. That was very, very rare. But with Harbaugh being here, it almost became like normal. It was never a close game. Like, I don't know. Harbaugh just at home, the home games didn't feel like home games anymore. Back then, a game at Baltimore, nobody wanted to play in Baltimore. You would be okay trying to play the Ravens, but you want them to come to your stadium. But you never wanted to go to M&T Bank Stadium. But now with this defense that Harbaugh, whether you want to say he's responsible for it or not, nobody respects the defense anymore.
Right.
Yo, that short that I posted is going. I keep getting notifications of comments. Everyone is like so hyped. Um, I feel bad and I can't wait because I know there's a couple of Harbaugh fans that even till this day are still in my videos talking about, you don't know what you're talking about. Harbaugh is a great coach. He won us a Super Bowl. He's the best.
They're devastated right now.
I can't
They're
wait to
devastated right
reply to those fans,
now.
bro. Because there are some fans that they say, as long as they're here, they're the best. But the moment they leave, then they're like, yeah, no, he wasn't that good. They kind of just go with the flow. Like whatever the front office says, they go with it, right?
Hmm.
Um, but there are some true fans like of Harbaugh, which I don't know why. Me personally, he's a good person. I was a fan of him as a person, but when it comes to a coach, I didn't really see it. Especially if like you look at the interviews of like Ed Reed, when he was saying how Harbaugh, the moment he came in, he was pretty much saying like "fuck you guys," it's my way or the highway. That's literally what he said. Um, that made me not really like him, because you're coming into a situation that's already there, that's already built. Like we're not the Jets, you're not coming to a bum franchise that you have to try to lift up and you're trying to put everyone in their place. Like we already won a ring and you don't have any, and you're a
Hmm.
special teams coach. So who are you to come in and tell anybody, fuck you, my way or the highway? Like, can't do that. So for me, Harbaugh, I didn't think that was the right way to coach your team, because you're already starting drama. And the irony of it is that supposedly Harbaugh doesn't like drama, and that's the reason why we don't get players like Marcus Peters, George Pickens, because he doesn't like drama, supposedly. But he causes drama with the doghouse. He causes drama by putting in players that don't deserve to be out there, like Daniel Falele, Voorhees, um, Cooper Rush. He doesn't want to accept that he was wrong, and he's starting drama. So which is it? Either you like drama or you don't. So
Hmm.
this changes everything. Honestly, this might change everything because now it brings the real question. If Harbaugh leaves, the pressure now is on EDC. Because keep in mind, if we do not get a legit coach, you got to remember EDC let Mike McDonald walk.
Yeah.
And because
No.
of that decision, the Seahawks are in a great position. Great position. While the Ravens, we're not
Hmm.
even we're not even in the playoffs.
Right.
So is this going to be a domino effect? It will, but to what point? Does it stop at just the coordinators, or does it go all the way to the manager, general manager, EDC? That's the question.
You know what I'm wondering is, like, yesterday we were talking about a coach that's going to be a little bit tougher on the team, and like I was saying that the team right now is super babied by John Harbaugh. So them being so babied for so long, that the players that we've had for years, like Lamar Jackson, who's been there with like 8 years, what's going to happen when they start to take, you know, uh, command from their coach, and he's a little like he's giving them that actual coach where you are demanding them to do better. Do you see that a lot of our people is going to want to stay? Because right now they feel like I don't get treated this type of way, I don't get treated that type of way, because Coach Harbaugh was always like holding my hand, basically. um and now when they make a mistake, they're gonna be like, "You fucked up, and I need you to fix that." So, do you think we're gonna have players that are gonna be like, I'm not gonna take that," or you think they're gonna really actually appreciate somebody, a coach, actually telling them, "Hey, you need to do better. What the hell's wrong with you?" Type.
Well, we don't have, other than Lamar and Kyle Hamilton, we don't really have a proven player on the team that could talk back to a coach. Like if we had a Jamar Chase and the coach was talking crazy to Jamar Chase, he could talk back and say, "Who the fuck you think you're talking to?" Right?
Yeah.
If we had a player like Justin Jefferson, Travis Kelsey,
Oh, yeah. Travis
um,
Kelsey. I don't even know.
Travis Kelsey, just these top tier players, then yes, they would have some sort of right to speak up and defend themselves. But we don't have anybody other than Lamar Jackson and Kyle Hamilton, which Kyle Hamilton, I feel like he would actually appreciate somebody keeping him accountable on his mistakes. Same with Lamar. He
Right.
doesn't come off to me as a nobody could tell me anything. Everyone else, whether they like it or not, they better put up with it. You don't like it, get out. This is what I mean. Like we need to start from zero and build that culture back up. Where if you're not okay with anybody holding you accountable, this is not the team for you. Go play for the Jets. Go play for the Raiders. But this is just not the team
Facts.
for you, or the Bengals. um, but the Steelers too. I mean, you know. But that's something that I feel if a new coach comes in right now and starts holding everyone accountable, they need to take it and they need to listen to that advice and they need to find ways to um, execute on whatever the coach is telling them to fix. You know,
But it would be all about adjusting. So this coming year, whoever we have as a coach, I don't know that I don't think we should expect that we're gonna do like big things, because I think that we have to adjust to how this person is gonna, you know, I guess, build rapport with the players to make sure that they understand, because you know how in some environments, when you have somebody that is a new person in leadership, they start to say things like, "I'm not gonna take this because who the heck is this guy, he's new," or whatever, right? But like, like, it takes both of the people to agree to work together and to want to get a ring, in
but
order
that's
for
how
the.
sports are. They should be used to it. And that was look, Eric Bieniemy. he was like that with the Commanders, and thank God he was like that with the Commanders. The way he was, like very harsh on them. Yet were they complaining? 100%. The players were complaining. I don't know where the reports came out, but the players were saying that he's very tough on them and on their necks, right? But thanks to that, Daniel, Jaden Daniel, he had a amazing rookie year. His receivers, they didn't drop a pass. They were great at running the routes. You know, with what's his name, the wide receiver, Terry.
McLaurin.
Even with his age, he was doing really good thanks to all of that. Now I know Eric Bieniemy is more so like on the not just the entire team. He's more so on one specific group, but I think he holds everybody accountable, and that's always a positive thing, in my opinion. You know, so I
Okay.
think the players should be used to it because that's how sports should be. You know, that's what a coach should be there for, not to baby you. The coach should really be there to tell you, hey, you're messing up this, gotta fix it. You know, and it's the simple things. Like it's those simple mistakes that you just need to be well coached. How to snap the ball, false starts, pass interference, and all of these things, it could be coached. And if we have somebody that's gonna constantly be on their necks about it, like, hey, you better cut this shit out, we're gonna see improvements. Same with dropping passes, like the Bateman pass, right? When he was trying to catch it and he said the sun was in his face or whatever. It's not an excuse. You have to make that catch, and you need a coach that's gonna hold him accountable and is gonna make sure that he's gonna catch it the next time the ball comes his way.
Okay.
You know.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing if there's any changes, any news. You were saying that the talk was that Zach Orr was gonna go, but nobody said anything about John leaving aside the fans. So when when you kind of mentioned like, oh, it finally happened, I thought you were talking about, oh yeah, Zach Orr maybe got let go, but
Oh, he's gonna go too. Zach Orr, and I'm assuming Todd Munkins is going to go too, just because it's very rare for a new head coach to come in and keep the old coordinators. Normally, like when a coach leaves, their coordinators also get let go or they step down, you know? So Zach Orr is most likely going to step down himself or he might just get let go, you know? No way he's going to stay. With Todd Monken, there's a lot of reports for interviews for head coach. Even the Browns requested to interview Todd Monken for their head coach position. So the Browns are looking to possibly hire Todd Munkins. Will he take it? I don't think so. Although he
I,
was already with the Browns.
but
You
as
gotta
a head
remember,
coach,
no, as the coordinator.
um, I'm like head coach. I'm sure he wants to
Yeah,
do
he
that.
was with them with as a coordinator. So going back to actually thinking about it, I feel like he might consider it because you have Shador, similar play style. Now he's not Lamar, but he's a mobile quarterback, right? Is he very as accurate as Lamar? He's not. So that I could see that happening, honestly. Todd Munkins to the Browns. That's a possibility. I
Okay.
was thinking more so because he also got a couple of college offers to be a head coach for college, and that's where he was doing great when he was with Michigan. I think
Hmm.
he was. Yeah, Tom Monken was doing really good. So now that the Browns are requesting to interview him, I feel like he probably goes to the Browns.
Dang, it's really starting from zero. What if we get somebody completely like unexpected, like a college coach or something?
Nah, they're. I don't think so. No, it's not. Oh, you talking about the John Harbaugh? Yeah. When I first saw it, I thought it was
No.
fake too.
Mm.
Because the person who sent it to me, he was like, I don't know if the account is real because there's a couple of Adam Schefter's like burner accounts, right, that are not legit. So he was like, I'm not sure if it's legit. So when I went on Twitter, I was like so happy. Jim will be at Cleveland. You think so, Jim? Jim Harbaugh? I thought he was doing pretty good with the Chargers. I feel like the Chargers just too many injuries, especially with Justin Herbert. He kept battling to through injuries. He was out multiple times throughout the year. So I don't know. Georgia coach will be in Atlanta.
Let's all go and apologize to Loop because he got rid of Harbaugh for us. I think everyone should actually go apologize to Loop, even if you didn't blame him, because that poor kid, man, that's so much pressure. And maybe this is like his villain origin story because now he's gonna really kick ass. And I feel like I hurt for him. I really do. And everybody was like, fire him, or get rid of him. Blah, blah, blah. And missing John Tucker was sorry, John Tucker, Justin Tucker. Wow, I'm talking too fast. But yeah,
Man, I feel like if nobody gave Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews that same energy, Tyler Huntley, leave Tyler Loop alone, bro. Tyler Loop is literally a rookie. He's a rookie. What can you possibly expect? Now, it's a 44-yard field goal. That's all you're practicing. But that pressure, uh, I don't know, man. It's too
it's
much.
a
It's too
lot of
much.
pressure. And he said John will coach the Browns, is what I mean. You know what? I would be surprised
John,
if he goes to the Browns.
that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. Oh my god. That's such a Browns move, dog. Like you know how we always say the Browns are the Browns, right?
What
That's
does that
such
even
a
mean?
Browns thing to do. To just be like the Ravens wasted 18 years, 18 seasons. Yeah, sign me up. I can't. But I could definitely see John going to the Browns too. That would be hilarious. But look, all right, we got John out, right? Now is the question: is Lamar still considering the Dolphins or any other team, or is he going to sign his extension with the Ravens?
Was he
Because
for
there
real
is three
considering the
stories.
Dolphins?
There is three stories. One, there is supposedly that he's just done with the Ravens, with the head coach situation, and he wanted to go play for another team. They were saying, the Dolphins, Atlanta, and all these different teams. Now John is out of here, so I'm assuming that that story is out the window, right? So he should be able to sign. The second story is that supposedly Lamar and the front office were having issues because of the stuff that was going on during the negotiation last time, where they were doing all these weird stuff with all these other owners, telling them not to sign Lamar, not to pay him, not to offer him. They were pretty much what is that called? Colluding. I don't know. I can't think of the word colluding, right? Something like
Mm-hmm.
that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So that was the other thing that Lamar was supposedly upset over that, and he just didn't want anything to do with the Ravens anymore. The Ravens need to sign Pete Carroll. Mm, I feel like he's too old. I feel like we need to bring in someone younger, someone that could adapt to the new football, today's football.
Yeah, the really careful football that we have to play.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to see Pete Carroll, even Bill Belichick. As much as I know he got all these Super Bowl wins, I just feel like he's too old. Like we just need somebody younger.
Release Lamar? No, I feel like let's
He
give
wants to
Lamar
know where
some
Lamar
time
should
with a new
go.
coach.
Arizona.
You know what I
No,
mean?
Arizona, I don't like Arizona. Like they don't even have a head coach right now. They just released their head coach. I don't know. I can't even really think of like good players that they have on their team. I like that McLillan or whatever his name is. He's pretty good. But I wouldn't like Lamar going to Arizona to the Cardinals. If he were to go anywhere, I would think the Seahawks. But now that John is gone,
Let's give him a chance.
he has
Let's
to
see
stay,
what we can
bro.
do. Yeah, like
Let's go get this ring, bro. Like let's get it. It's time. It's now or never, bro. Ravens need to learn. You're a troll. Stop playing. You're a Steelers fan. Show
or
yourself.
Bengals. We
Or
got a Bengals
Bengals.
fan among us.
Is that Zim? Someone younger with experience. Yeah. Lamar needs to go Miami with Harbaugh. With Harbaugh, not Miami. Miami's not taking
I
Harbaugh,
don't think
bro.
he would. He would do good in Miami. Like Tyler Loop. Remember we were saying Tyler Loop. Wow, Tyler
Huntley.
Huntley. Wow, he was like Lamar 2.0, but then he went to Miami and he didn't do anything there. And I
Yeah,
feel
but
like
the players weren't really like playing for Huntley like that till they really saw Huntley like is like that. Then they were like, oh, but they realized too late.
too late.
Like their
Like
season was pretty much over.
look what he did when
But
Lamar
Huntley
got
could,
injured.
could have got the job done, but it just seemed like everyone was checked out. They were like, nah, Tyreek is out. What are we playing for? I'm shocked that the Dolphins kept their head coach, McDaniel. Do you think the owner asked Lamar his opinion before firing Harbaugh? Uh, I don't think so. Only because Lamar hasn't shown any signs of him speaking up against John Harbaugh. I feel like if the owner did ask Lamar, Harbaugh would still be here. Because I just feel like there is loyalty. Like Lamar has way too much loyalty for Harbaugh. I feel like he views him like I don't want to say like a father figure, but he has like that sort of respect for him, right? Um, but even though he knows like Harbaugh is literally our handicap, he won't speak up against him, right? So I don't think so. And if he did, like I said, I feel like Lamar probably only said positive things or was probably like, do whatever you want. Don't ask me, you know?
Mm.
Exactly. They cleaned house and Harrison Jr., a dog, just needs a person who can throw. Yeah, Harrison Jr. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's a big body dude too to make the catches. But I don't know what happened, bro, because we were asking so much, yo, we need a big body receiver, 50-50 guy. We got D Hop and nothing.
Nothing.
So
He was just there
I
like
feel like Lamar has way too much trust issues with the receivers, bro. Like Miles Boykin really messed Lamar up. Who else? Miles Boykin, James Prochet. They messed up Lamar, man, because he does not trust anybody with 50-50 balls. Lamar is a Florida boy. Yeah. I feel like he's gonna stay now. Now, this is the real question: is Lamar going to stay now that Harbaugh is gone? I feel like yes. There is no reason for him to leave anymore.
well, I think he wants to prove his point. He said he wants to get a ring with for the Ravens, and you're gonna get a Super Bowl out of me. I feel like he wants to, um, I don't know, do what he said he's gonna do. It's just been tough because there's been a lot of issues from the coaching to uh the people on our O line, our receivers, um, getting receivers just for show like D Hop and OBJ. I feel like I was so excited they were coming because of their talent, or maybe I don't know, but they just did nothing. Really barely anything. They got like one decent catch, and then
No, but I don't even think it's that. I don't even think it's the talents that we had because we had plenty of times to make the run, to make it to the big dance, right? Like they like to say. But the problem has always been, and I know I sound like a broken record, but the head coach has been the
the
problem because unfortunately, um, we had a lot of similar issues in the regular season. Like we stopped running the ball, knowing that that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, right? That's what got us into the playoffs. We will stop running the ball. We decide to just throw the ball 50 times. I don't know why, and that causes us to play from behind. We can't catch up. We have to play Superman football now, right? With Lamar. Now it comes to can he do it or not? He fumbles, he intercepts. And that's all because the coach got us in that position, right? Um, Mark Andrews going for two. We went for it earlier on for two and we didn't have to. You see, so there is too many mistakes from the coach that he gets us in these situations that he puts so much pressure on our players that a Tyler Loop situation happens.
yeah, we should not have put him in that
A Mark
situation.
Andrews situation happens.
I love
You
him.
know, those things it just can't happen. It can't happen, and it's always been John Harbaugh. He's been the issues. I don't think it's been oh we didn't have enough weapons because you guys saw what Lamar can do in 2019 with
With
Willie
no
Sneeds.
weapons. Yeah.
Those that receiving core was a joke. It was a joke. And it was honestly sad because you saw what he could do in 2018. You had a chance to draft and bring people when you had Lamar for pennies on the dollar, his rookie contract. So you had all the money in the world to bring in all this talent, and you chose not to. You didn't give him a fighting chance. So that's one thing. But he still made it work. He still made it work. Got us to the playoffs. Mistakes everywhere. Going from penalties, dropping balls. These are things that we saw in the regular season. Why was this not addressed? You see, so I'm sorry to keep sounding like a broken record, but Harbaugh was literally the cancer in on the team.
Uh,
It just
You're
never seemed to go away. We would do little surgeries to remove certain parts or whatever. Let's remove this coordinator, that coordinator, the athletic trainer. Y'all remember all of that, but the issues remains because Harbaugh was still there. Now that it finally left, let's see. Now we have to really see and dissect like how can we really finish the right way.
right. You're gonna need some therapy, baby. John Harbaugh messed you up because you're like, it was
You
John. It
you
was
don't
John.
understand, bro. Sometimes I'll be sleeping and then randomly I'm like ah.
I know. I swear. I'd be like, yeah, we need to sign Isaiah Likely again. It was John.
Yeah,
You're so funny.
I'm
Oh my
cooked, bro.
god.
I'm cooked.
Okay.
Greetings are both surprises happening soon and the scene ended. Yeah, I was expecting like a day or two before the draft to get the announcement if it was gonna happen. But honestly, after the reports, I was like, it's not happening. It's not happening. Let me just get that out of my head already because it's not gonna happen.
It's trauma, babe. Still.
And
Yeah.
Adam, he's the one that reported that Todd Monken was the only person that was gonna be out the door. We were gonna keep Zach and we were gonna keep Harbaugh. So I was like, man, that report is as legit as it gets. So I'm like, it's not happening. Harbaugh's here to stay. I guess who got it better than us, and move on. But I was shocked. Like, what? 2 days later?
Oh my god.
2 days later. What?
You're so annoying.
People said Darnold wouldn't thrive in Seattle. Yo, Mike is built different, bro. Mike could rally up a any team in the NFL, and he would bring back the Browns to life. I
Whoa,
promise
whoa.
you, if Mike would have gone to the Browns,
The
to the
Jets. That's a
Jets,
challenge. That's a
the
challenge.
Raiders, the Titans, we would be looking at those teams like, wow, where was this like 5 years ago? I promise you, Mike is a different kind of coach, and he's young. Why is that important? Because he's there to stay for many years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That'd be crazy to let him go.
Andy Reid, he's great and everything, but you gotta think like how many more years? He's gonna start losing certain pieces, and he's gonna be like, I'm not really up to try to train X, Y, and Z. Eventually, that's it. There goes Travis Kelsey, there goes Andy Reid, and yeah. But Mike McDonald, he's there to stay. He's so young, and we missed out on that for
Yeah.
John.
We gotta keep our heads up. We gonna be alright.
I'm gonna
Somebody's
tell you
at.
guys something that I didn't tell anybody, and I on everything I love, like this happened. I was Ubering. I used to do the in the mornings. I used to do what is that, like Uber Eats, right?
Yeah.
2 years ago, and I was so excited because I got like a three order combined, and it was like very like 5 miles drive for like 40 something dollars. So I was like, yo, I could do this in like 5 minutes. I was hyped, right? Started my day off, my morning crazy. And then I get the notification that the Seahawks signed Mike as their head coach. I swear to you guys, I was so mad. I was so mad. You know when you get so mad, your eyes get watery? It was cold. I remember that day. I was like, oh, it was because it was cold. I think about it sometimes. Teardrop. And I'm like, why am I crying? I was like, it's not that serious. Why am I crying? But I was so mad. I was like, bro, why did we let go of Mike to keep John's bitch ass on this team? I was so mad, So yeah, when I saw that news, man,
Well, I remember that
teardrop.
when that news came out, like somebody made a video like asking Mike if he was staying or whatever, and he's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I'm staying, I'm staying, I'm staying," and
Yeah,
like
trippy.
he just
Yeah,
left.
yeah, yeah.
He just left. So
Nah,
that's I
he
think that's
left.
when you felt
He
betrayed.
was done. No, Mike was done, bro, because it was BS. Marcus Peters left on the same note Mike left in.
Mm-hmm.
Um but I know Mike, like, he has love for Baltimore, for the fans, because he knows we really embrace them like so much. Anyways, let's move on to
You're way
uh
behind. Like
this
we,
just won our year. Shake my hand. To Shahadi in the newspaper. I'm a fan.
it's
She
because we're reporting news. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
we reporting law news. She has a channel. Make sure y'all subscribe. She does funny shorts. What about John in New York? Oh, don't do Jackson Dart like that, bro. I want Jackson Dart to do good, bro.
Don't they
Nah,
have
man.
like every first pick pretty much? Like,
And
so
Scooby Doo, don't do Scooby Doo like that.
who?
Scooby Doo. That's what I
Who's
call him.
who's Scooby Doo? You talking about Scatterboo?
Yeah, I call him
Isn't
Scooby Doo.
he? Isn't he?
The
Oh, I
running
thought you were
back.
saying New York Jets, not the
Nah.
Giants. My bad.
Well, what are you talking about?
The Jets or the Giants? Because they're both in New York.
Yeah, I was thinking the
Don't
Giants.
call
So
him
I was
Scooby Doo.
like,
It's Scatterboo. Put some respect. He's actually
nah, nah.
pretty good.
I like to call him
Relax,
Scooby Doo.
Scatterboo.
Injuries on defense hurt the most this year. Yeah. Babe, I can't see. Can you please read this?
Oh
Like,
Lord,
I need to get my eyes checked.
you do. Okay, where are you at?
Off subject.
Oh,
but
but I
I
think
think
it's dope, y'all. Like first take with a female and a male host. Oh, we're seeing how it goes.
yeah, we're going with the flow. Like this is what like our third time we're doing this.
Yeah, third time.
So we'll get into rhythm. We're gonna start writing questions. I'll start putting like pictures like
No, he's not.
is it too late for Lamar Jackson?
Oh my god. I'm just glad it won't be anything. We need to let go of John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh has to go.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. All right. Next question or next comment. Sorry. Injuries are not an excuse though. Niners were injured and they're in the playoffs. That's true.
But for
Injuries
how
is not
long?
an excuse.
But for how long?
Well, they're
Because keep
gonna
in mind, like now, look, I think we're so stuck on old school football that yeah, back then injuries didn't matter because back then when you lose somebody, especially on defense, right? Next man up. What does that mean? All you have to do is get that passion and you gotta hit hard. In today's game, you it's not just about knocking someone out. In today's game, you get flags for those things.
yeah.
So it's very hard for this next man up mentality because it doesn't just end at oh well you just gotta play tough and hard and whatever. It's a lot complicated. So let's see how far the Niners go. I feel like the Seahawks are gonna get the NFC, and I feel like they're gonna win the Super Bowl. And I'm rooting for them still. I
Because of
really
Mike.
want Mike to get it. Yeah,
Show him like EDC, he messed up.
yeah. But with us, even with injuries, I mean, we definitely put up a fight before, many games. So I can't really say with us injuries always messed us up. But yeah, I get what you're saying though.
Like that Falele 2 second injury. Dang,
Lamar
what
doesn't
could have been?
trust receivers because Harbaugh didn't play them the way he should.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Zay is a deep ball wide receiver. You can see he catches most of the deep balls out, but would always miss the easiest catches.
it's not that he
Yeah,
misses.
I
Well, no,
totally
he
no
does
no no no
miss.
no.
Yeah, I get
He
what you're saying.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
and that was my complaint every
facts,
single time we watched. I'm
facts.
like, why didn't he catch it? What's going on? It's right
Whoa,
there.
whoa, whoa!
I'm
Why are you
sorry.
yelling at me?
I'm sorry. I'm just getting a little bit hyped because he's right. That comment. Who's that? Yes, Miss Lovely. Yeah, that's correct. I
It's me.
agree.
All right. Horrible play calling and injuries was your
What's your
problem.
problem? Oh, y'all problem. Who do we have? Which team are you
I
from?
feel I feel like mostly the play calling.
The play calling, yeah.
Injuries, I understand Hamilton went down, but our defense should not have
It
like
affected us so bad. So that
yeah.
in that particular, yeah, yeah. Um, that one says, I'm insanely happy right now. Us too. We're like super hype right now.
You gotta see my
Tremendo.
short. You gotta see my short. You
Yeah,
gotta
go
hit a
check
like
out
on that
his
short
shirt. I didn't
because
see it yet, but you called
yeah.
me like immediately. Tremendo trabajo ustedes. Me gustó el contenido de la temporada. Yeah, you're welcome. I guess maybe probably you're from Drastic's page, but yeah. Who's your pick for the next head coach? We did mention a couple
Wait,
names
where
like
is this?
Saleh.
Where are you?
Right after what you said, horrible play calling and injuries was your problem.
I'm insanely happy right now. Then great job, guys. I enjoy this season's content.
Mm-hmm. Who's
I
your
don't see
pick
the Spanish one.
for next? Oh, because you probably have it translated. Mine is
Oh,
on regular. I don't
oh,
know. Maybe
okay.
you have. I don't know what you did, but it's in Spanish. The great job. I like
Guys,
the
I
content.
enjoyed yeah the
That
season's
one is in
content.
Spanish.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias. Gracias por la sintonía.
Who's your next
Who,
pick for head coach? What did we say? We had said Saleh.
as
He does
long
say
as we bring in Ed Reed, I don't care where, but bring him in the room. You could put him as um secondary coach, linebacker, I don't care.
Who
Put
do
him
we need
as the
to
head
email?
coach, but just bring in Ed Reed. Ray Lewis, I feel like that's gonna be really hard to do because
He's already there though. Like you see how much he goes to the practices to motivate the guys.
yeah, but I've seen like reports and stuff that he already said he doesn't want to coach or he wants to only help his son right now, like train and stuff. So I don't know. I don't see Ray happening, but I really, as long as I see Ed Reed is on the coaching staff, I'm happy. I really don't care who we put at the head coach, offense coordinator, anything else does not matter. All I need is Ed Reed because we could never get that done because Harbaugh knew if Ed Reed comes into that coaching staff, the he's gonna lose the team. Everybody's going to pretty much start a riot and ask for Ed Reed to take over, and he was gonna
Mm-hmm.
lose his job. And Harbaugh would rather lose to anybody but Ed Reed based on their history. If you guys don't
Oh
know,
yeah,
go
you
look
told me
at
about
it.
that.
You gotta remember, Harbaugh pretty much pushed Ed Reed out of Baltimore, and he went to the Jets or Texans or whatever, and he retired afterwards. Right? It was because of Harbaugh. So he's not gonna allow Ed Reed to come into the coaching staff because he knows what was gonna happen
A
afterwards.
lot of static.
But he's okay with Ed Reed coming every now and then to try to save his job so that the team can win and whatever because he can't do it. But anyways, I want to get off
I'll probably
topic.
squash
Ed
that.
Reed,
But
bring
yeah,
in Ed Reed anywhere. I don't care where, but just bring him in the coaching staff. That's all I want. I would love for him to be the head coach, but if that can't happen, just bring him in as the secondary coach, safety, whatever. I don't care. Then,
it says he already did the Chiefs are old. That's when you were talking about Andy Reid, I think.
yeah,
Honestly, Ravens would benefit by hiring Clint Kubiak. If Lamar stays,
Kubiak, yeah,
they would create crazy offensive plays, but don't think Seattle will let him go. Um,
yeah.
Robert
That's
Sala,
Mike's. That's Mike's pick. Yeah, I
who?
don't think they would let him go. Yeah,
Well, if he's in
but
Seattle, probably not.
I mean, it's not really up to them necessarily. Um, it's he would have to come as the head coach. We wouldn't be able to hire him as a coordinator. You know, he's not going to want to leave the Seahawks coordinator job to be a
To a
coordinator with the
coordinator.
Ravens. You
Yeah.
know, so we would have to give him the head coach position. Now, if that's what you're referring to, which I'm assuming you are, um, that could be. I didn't think the Seahawks like offense. I don't want to say they were bad, but I don't think it was like crazy exciting. But I don't think it's bad. So I wouldn't be mad at it. Honestly, I would not be mad at it. Um, but I would love like Eric Bieniemy, honestly, just someone that's gonna put every player in their place, and he deserves it too. Like you guys have to remember, the Chiefs have not been the same since Eric Bieniemy left the Chiefs. They haven't been, and it's not because of Tyreek Hills, because you already have two fast players and you still can't replace I mean bring back your crazy offense, right? Okay. Keep going. Robert Sala.
Could be a good head coach pick. Shanahan Tree. And somebody said finally, because yay, you know. Falafel should have been injured the rest of the game. Emery looks good for next year.
I hope so.
Oh my gosh. You
I
guys are
hope
funny.
Emery Jones is good. I hope he's legit. I hope it's not like a got you moment. I really, really, really hope it's legit, bro. Because I can't take another like panic Lamar because I want to see these amazing plays. If we have a nice O line, imagine what Lamar could cook up, man. He would do crazy plays.
Heck yeah.
Lamar would do crazy plays. All right, keep going.
We actually want to get this one. It's a donation. It says, "What players do you think are going to be let go?"
First
Players.
of all, thank you for the
Sorry.
donation.
True. True.
Thank.
Sorry,
I
everybody.
want.
Shh.
Can I?
Thank you.
I'm still trying to figure out, Miss Lovely, how to. I see other people. They always put the comment like on the screen. I'm
I
trying to
think you
put it
gotta do
here.
it on a computer. If you get on a desktop, I think the three little dots appear, and then you can pin it if you're the host. But you
I'll
can't
try
do it on
to
your
fix
phone.
that. But okay, players to be let go. I would have to definitely say, let's start with the offense, right? With the offense, unfortunately, well, actually, now
Change Falele
this
and
might
Borges might
change.
leave.
No, no,
Oh,
no, no,
that's
no. I feel like they're definitely gone. But Tyler Linderbaum, for some reason, I felt like he was kind of checked out. I don't believe that the Ravens are not offering him money. I just believe that Linderbaum doesn't want to be here. But now that Harbaugh is gone, maybe we get to keep Linderbaum. Maybe he decides to stay. Maybe he decides to take a pay cut, which I doubt. I highly doubt. But Falele gone. Um, Voorhees, I think it's too soon for him to be gone, but he should be gone too. With the wide receivers, I don't see D Hop coming back. I know
yeah.
everybody was saying one more. I don't see him coming back. I really do not see him coming back. Um, can I? I know you said who do we think will get let go? Can I tell you guys something? I truly believe Marquise Brown comes back. I could
You
put money
think
on that.
so?
I could put money on that. I'm not saying
Where's
I
he at right
know
now? He's with
someone or
the
whatever.
Chiefs,
He's with the
right?
Chiefs last year.
I bet
Marquise
it would be
Brown
nice.
comes back to the Ravens because Marquise Brown, like his only problem, truly, John Harbaugh. He didn't want to say it. He didn't want to admit it. He said he
Man.
went on a live. No, he went on a live. He was talking. He was playing some game, and they were talking about it. And they asked him. He didn't say him necessarily, but he said something about the way they use the players, the way they call plays, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But now you see we're having the same issues, even though Greg Roman left. Now he said Giro did, yeah, but we're seeing the same issues even with Greg Roman gone. But now that John Harbaugh is gone, I truly believe
Clean
he's
house
gonna
and
come
not.
back. Now it's a perfect situation. Let me tell you why. He can't demand for top tier money because he didn't produce in Arizona. He didn't produce in Kansas City, so he doesn't have the leverage against us. He could come
Well,
for
he's
the
older
low.
now.
He's older.
Mm-hmm.
He's familiar with Lamar. Brand new situations, no excuses. Imagine Marquise Brown, Zay
Isaiah,
Flowers.
like, well, yeah.
No,
I
just
thought
Mark.
I was talking about the chemistry like among the players, because you need
No, no,
chemistry
no, no,
among
no.
players.
Zay and Hollywood Brown next to each other, crazy,
But
crazy.
answer the question, babe. Who are
So
gonna be let go?
Bateman, Bateman, I believe is gonna get traded. Why? We already signed him to what, like 2 years, 2 or 3 years. I think it was two. I feel like we're gonna draft him for possible draft picks, maybe like a third round, fourth if we're lucky. Um, I feel like the Ravens just don't know how to use Bateman. Bateman, in my opinion, is not a bad player. He's a really good
I
player,
like him a
but just
lot.
needs to find the right situation.
It
Lamar
might
and
be
Bateman,
now.
no, Lamar and Bateman, they don't have that chemistry. They do
Oh,
not
you
work
said that,
out
yeah.
during the off season. I don't know why. I don't know if there is an issue. I don't know. Something is not right with between them. So with Bateman, I feel like he's gonna be out. I do not see Bateman coming back. We're
That
gonna trade
sucks.
him. I feel like we're gonna trade him during the draft. Um, so who else we have? So we got D Hop, Bateman, um, Time Wallace. I feel like he could potentially come back. I see Tylen Wallace coming back. Ted Walker obviously comes back. Levante Wester, he comes back as well. We go to the tight ends, Isaiah Likely. This is a very interesting one. I want you guys to listen to this. No one's talking about it. When Isaiah Likely got drafted, you know who made the call? They said that was Bashadi's call, Bashadi's pick. He told EDC, no matter what, I want this kid on my team. Okay. So he put in all the chips for Isaiah Likely. Now, we didn't get him in the first round, second. So we got him for what, on the fourth, fifth, sixth round pick. I don't know when he got drafted, but he got drafted by the Ravens in a late round pick, right? So the owner vouched for him. And guess what? The owner was right. Isaiah Likely is that dude. The
Yep,
owner is in
100%.
charge of signing checks. So why would a player not want to sign with a team? Only two reasons. Either the money is not right or you're not happy in the situation. The only issue that I could see happening here is he wasn't happy with the situation with Harbaugh. He's out of the equation. Money, I guarantee you, Bashadi is giving him blank checks, but he's not trying to sign because of Harbaugh. Because he was right. He bet
He
on
picked a good
Likely
one.
being a good player, and
Yeah.
he was right. And the owner has that call to say, I'll pay you whatever you want. Now I feel like we have a good shot
To keep him.
to keep him.
I hope we
Do we
do,
have the
whoever our
budget?
coach is.
That's a different story. I don't know how the cap works. I don't know how much we can afford. We can't, but we can get creative because you see other teams all the time. All the time. Look at the
The
Bengals.
Rams.
The Rams, well, the Rams, they traded away like all their draft
Every
picks,
future pick.
you
Yeah. I
know.
mean,
But
because they
but
wanted
that's
to get that Super Bowl.
yeah. But I feel like Likely's chance of coming back just got better. Just got better by the news of John Harbaugh leaving. Signing bonus including yeah, especially with Lamar extension, we would create more room in the cap. So hopefully that happens. We just all need to kind of regroup, see what we can do to bring back Likely needs to come back. And at this point, you could even say, yo, like, let's trade away Andrews, keep Likely. Let's see if someone will take the cap hit so that we could keep. Because look, Andrews, he's only getting older. Likely is young and has shown potential. Who got us a chance to possibly win the game? Was it Mark, the guy who we just signed, or Likely?
It's in different type of games. It's a different story.
Who
Like,
lost us?
how
Who
many
lost
times that
us?
we have? Okay,
Who lost us in the playoff game last year?
that's not right to bring that up. First of all,
No.
second of
So you
all,
have
we how many times do we have even Charlie Kohler make the plays out of the freaking blue? You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like the person's available
oh,
and that's who
that's a
they're
good
available.
one too. Charlie Kohler needs to go. I don't see the use of him blocking, 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 blocking. Yeah, he's a great blocker. I don't like Charlie Kohler, bro. I really don't. I feel like he's very replaceable, and they're supposedly saying that he should expect a high pay or whatever. Nah,
Why? He's
I don't know. That's the report I read, and if that's true, you think Kohler should stay? I really think he should. I don't know, man. I just don't like him. I feel like he's not that impactful, other than his blocking. But we could get other players to block.
But he's
You
had two
know,
touchdowns this
I just
year.
want tight ends that can actually not just block, but actually like get us the first down, touchdowns, and all of that. I just don't see Charlie Kohler to be that. So that's with the offense, right? Derrick Henry definitely comes back.
I thought he was gonna retire.
Well, after this following season, I think that's it. But he's definitely gonna stay. He's gonna play one more year. Um, he and Mitchell, that's a tough one because he's due. He's a free agent, but now that
This
Harbaugh is out,
then
I don't.
probably
I
what's
don't
his
think
face is out too.
Justice
What's
Hill.
yes, just because
We
he's
have
still
to
out on
pick
injury.
who do we bring back? Justice Hill or Kean
Keaton
Mitchell?
Mitchell.
Me personally, I
Keaton
like
Mitchell.
Kean Mitchell.
Yeah.
Me personally, I like Kean Mitchell. You bring
Mm.
back Kean Mitchell and you bring back Gus Edwards for the cheap, for the low, like
I
for
don't.
insurance, like just in case something goes wrong, you bring him back.
But what's wrong with Rasheen Ali?
Rasheen Ali,
You don't like nobody, bro.
mm-mm. I didn't like Rasheen Ali. He got way too many opportunities and didn't make them like use of them. Like we all got mad. Like why is he on there all the time, and why is it three and out every time? Because we're giving him so many opportunities, but he's not taking advantage of them.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think Rasheen Ali also has to go. Um, we already talked about the O line. We talked about okay, so now let's go on the defense. Defense, Humphrey, I feel like it's time to go. He's made a couple of handful of nice plays this season, but not enough to say like, oh yeah, he deserves to come back. No. Now he already pretty much said like he's willing to go to the Steelers because supposedly Mike told him some encouraging words of why he's still a great player and whatever.
Hmm.
Last time Mike Tomlin did that to a player, one of our players, he happened to sign with them the next season. I'm talking about Patrick Queen. So Marlon Humphrey, even though he said on his podcast he would never, ever, ever, ever sign with the
Money
Steelers
talks.
or the Bengals or the Browns because he is so about the rivalry, I feel like he will sign with the Steelers if he leaves. If the Ravens don't bring him back, like if we decide to just cut him or whatever, I don't know. Because I don't even know if we could honestly trade him. Like if we could get much for him. Like he did not have a great year. He kept getting burnt time and time again. It was sad. Honestly, really sad to see. Um, so Humphrey, I feel like he goes. Uh Alohi Gilman, I feel like we need to bring him back. I know a lot of you guys don't like him, but I feel like he was impactful. He was yeah, he was very impactful. He definitely got the job done. The basic stuff that we always say, like the simple things, he did it. Now you can argue with me the big moments, right? The big plays, 70% of the time he got it done. I'll take that over a constant Marlon Humphrey getting burnt
Mm-mm.
80% of the time. So Alohi Gilman, I feel like he's earned his spot to come back. Um,
I just
then
feel like I didn't see him as
Ahuzie,
much.
I don't know what happened with Ahuzie. He was playing really good, and then we just kind of benched him. So would he want to come back though? I don't think so. I don't think Ahuzie stays. I don't think my phone is about to die. Let me charge it real quick. Hold on.
What about Calvin Noy? Would he retire? Because he's a little older, no?
He still got it.
Oh, no, of course
Now,
he got it. But I'm just saying,
I
like,
feel like he could still play. Like he has that Calais Campbell, Kevin Zeitler, you know? I feel like he could still do it.
mm,
Um
but what does he want to do it? You know, because at some point, like, even when he did that pass to, when
Alohi
he,
Gilman.
yeah, when he did that, he was like, man, I'm a little too old. You know, let the young guy run, and
No,
you know,
I feel like he would come back. He would definitely come back one more year just to see what it's about.
because of the coach
Um
situation. Mm,
yeah, one now Urban,
Brent Urban.
Brent Urban, sadly from that game against who was it, the Bengals or
The one where we went in person.
can't remember. But our very last home game, Brent Urban left crying. And I don't think, and I made a shorts about it. I don't believe he was crying because we lost. I think he was crying because this is his last year in the NFL, like for his career, and that was his last time playing at M&T Bank Stadium. Now, Baltimore is very special to Brent Urban because the Ravens drafted him. So that was his very last snap in Baltimore from the team that drafted him. So I think that's why he was emotional. Not because we
Mm,
lost, but that's his last game, and I feel like he knew like this
that's
was the
it.
last run. Yeah,
I hope not, because like now it's a different situation. Like a lot of things
he's
could
older
really.
though. He definitely was fighting injuries more. Last year, yeah, he was getting up there in age, but he wasn't getting as injured as this year, right? So this year he f- he fought through injuries, played through injuries, but he probably realized like, hey, this is a lot harder. I'll do it like for the rest of the season, but I don't think I could do this again. Not easy.
Yeah.
Like the position he plays, he's not a kicker. You can't. Yeah, his position is very, very, very hard on your body. Takes a toll on your body, right? So Brent Urban, I believe, he also leaves. So we're gonna have to replace him. Now, you guys might think, well, that's not gonna be hard to do. Brent Urban and Kyle Van Noy, they've been pretty solid pieces on our defense. So I think that's gonna be very hard to replace. Y'all said the same about Kevin Zeitler when he left. Well, he was getting old anyways. We ended up with Daniel Falele. So just because
Dang.
they're old, look at Calais Campbell when he left. Y'all were saying, "Oh, he's old,"
Yeah,
but
he still
he's
actually
still
got
playing
it.
good. He's still playing good. Now, is he playing like top
At
10 in
his
the
prime?
NFL?
No, of
No,
course not.
but we could have definitely used some Calais Campbell pass rush. We
And I
could have
like
used that
David Clowney.
against the Steelers, against the Bengals, so yeah, these old players that you guys are ready to move on from, I
They're
don't
still
think,
producing.
yeah, it's that simple. Like we should just get rid of them and that's it. But now with John Harbaugh being out, maybe the mindset changes and maybe we start actually getting rid of these draft picks, these 30, 40 draft picks that we always try to collect, and we try to trade for a veteran player, somebody that is ready to play now, or we trade for, I mean, we draft somebody that's actually good, not a project player, hopefully.
Mm.
So Humphrey is a definitely has to go. Um, Mata, just Namdi Matabike, his career is over. His
Yeah.
career is over. We need to announce it already. Stop waiting on it. His career is over. I'm telling you guys.
Is there any
It's only
update
a
on
matter
his
of time.
injury?
No, but it's a serious neck injuries. We dealt the same issue with Tyus Bowser. We had the same exact issue. It's time. Like we have to just get rid of Matabike, find a way to get out of that contract, and draft a pass rusher. We have the number 14 pick of the draft. You can't tell me we can't get a good, reliable pass rush. But
Hmm.
yeah, that's it for as far as and Tyler Loop. I don't think he loses.
He
Oh,
shouldn't.
Jordan Stout is a free agent. We have to bring him back. Jordan Stout, in my opinion, he's been very solid.
Yeah,
He's
I
been
like
very,
Jordan
very
Stout.
solid. So he does need to come back as well. That was a good question. Not just
Hmm.
because it was a donation, Miss Lovely, but no, that was a good question. Because now it's really the time to think about what are we going to do? Who comes back and who leaves? And this could determine even the coach's potential of getting us to the playoffs and getting a deep run in the playoffs as well, right? Who we bring back. Because if we bring back a player like Marlon Humphrey, it's going to make things harder. He's constantly getting injured, constantly getting burnt. Um, he looks lost a lot of times, and not for nothing, but he's also been getting a lot of flags.
Was he? I didn't
I've
know.
noticed more flags on Humphrey than the usual, than the norm, right? So you don't want to bring back players like Marlon Humphrey because you could clearly see their age is showing, right? A player like Kyle Van Noy, you want to keep him at least for rotation, and he's not going to demand, us to break the bank to bring him back. He's not. He knows he can't demand that much money. We could get something done with a Kyle Van Noy, a Urban. If he decides, if Brent Urban decides to come back one more season, we can get it done. Those are the players that I would try to bring back because they showed that they could do the simple stuff. The simple stuff. Those are the important things because we always lose games because we can't do the simple stuff.
Hmm.
You
Do
know?
you think it was Orr's fault? Humphrey declined. The whole defense went down when Orr came in. I think it could be both because he's getting older, and it could be poor poor play calls from Zach Orr.
Mm. Or so I think Zach Orr definitely had a lot to do with the dip in our defense because like he just doesn't have that much experience, right? Not just at drawing up plays, but I would even take it a step further at even coaching up players, right? Talking to them, holding them accountable. Um, he didn't really have that. Now he was very energetic. You saw whenever we made a huge stop, how he would like jump on players and whatever. Yes, but he wasn't experienced enough to be calling plays. That's why we took so long to for the defense to start actually meshing together the way they used to, right? They take way too long to get it together. And by week 5 is when we finally start seeing our defense kind of picking up the pace, right? And that has to do with Zach Orr. Roquan Smith, he was viewed as one of the best under Mike McDonald. But the moment Zach Orr came, now we're like, why is he even on our team still? So I feel like the blame has to do more. Not also Humphrey, he's just the injuries and his body and his age is just not there anymore, right? So Marlon Humphrey, I feel like he still has something in the tank, but he has to go to a team that is well coached.
Miss Lovely says something that makes a lot of sense. Says, I watched videos on the defense and they showed its ore. He said he had them positioned where they couldn't win that one on one, which you actually said that like why is so and so covering so and so, because it didn't make sense, and it could be why
They
Martin
don't
Humphrey was
adjust.
getting burnt.
They just don't adjust. Like sometimes you would see Marlon Humphrey constantly getting burnt. So at that point, you might as well just put him at safety. Keep him in the back so that he doesn't have to try to catch up to dudes, you know?
Mm,
Um, but yeah, they're not being put in the right situations under Zach Orr. So Zach Orr definitely has a lot to do with the potential that he has, like the ceiling, right?
mm.
Everyone's ceiling is very low. So that you're already starting right here, like very low. And then on top of that, you're always getting injured and you're always getting burnt.
I like that. This clutch with Chucky saying that he would like John Harbaugh to go to the Falcons. Good luck with that. You know, we obviously didn't experience, but like the Falcons might be the situation that would benefit you guys having John Harbaugh going over there. Um, I get what you're saying when you said that John was trying to have a win at least, but at the same time, like it's been 18 years, you know, and he only has one ring with us, one Super Bowl, one Lombardi. So it's been too long. Hmm? Yeah, you're frozen. I was like, I thought you were listening intently, but you actually just frozen. What happened? Oh my goodness. What'd you do? Mm-hmm. Yeah, my good luck. Mm. The next comment says, I think they should give everybody another chance under a new defense coach to prove themselves. Humphrey's old, but getting more in interceptions and pick six more than the young cornerbacks, and he'd be injured. Wiggins and Starks can't catch. I agree, Wiggins, we I don't know what happened, but he was not really catching that well. Like and a lot of them were just looking at the ball, but not really fighting to catch it. You know, I remember that. What? We change it up because we want to keep rotation. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, his phone froze. I don't know what he did to his phone, but mm, I love him too. I wouldn't want him. His lives are funny. And you could tell the team really loves him because when he does his lives, they look at him like, man, this motherfucker again. But then they love him. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like no, no. I really love Marlon. No, you have Well, I have a Patrick Queen jersey that I haven't burned yet, but I just don't want good fabric to go to waste. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I fit Lamar. Lamar. That's not cheating. She asked who's the favorite one of that. That's no one's off the table. Lamar. I love Likely. Yeah. Oh, and Hamilton, That those two, my favorite. I'm like trying to get a Hamilton jersey because I love that man. Like, I love him. He does so much, and it drives me crazy when I see that he's the only one that really wants it. It seems like, and then no shade, but like sometimes it seems like he's the only one fighting to get a Lombardi, and everyone else is like everyone else could be burnt. Everybody else could be like, man, whatever, but he still fights till the very end, and that, in my opinion, is playing like a Raven. Anyways, you're saying bye. You can't hate him. Yeah. When he gets an opportunity, yeah. Miss Lovely likes Lamar, Ricard. I hope he does. Under new management, yeah. No, if I had to pick top two, it's definitely Lamar and Kyle. On the special teams. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and we're all gonna be well, not we, because I didn't say nothing about him, but I think a lot of people are gonna be eating their words. They're gonna be like, "Thank you, Tyler Loop." And yeah, I also think that Tomlin will get fired after the playoffs because that is just like a ticking bomb, you know? Like as soon as the loss happens, they're also because look at how many coaches got let go. Definitely, I think Tomlin's next if they lose, and which I think they will. I'm pretty sure they will. He's the only one doing it. Oh, go ahead. Now you froze and you're muted. Hello. I don't know what happened to him. We only have a running game because of Ricard when he was injured. I think he already read that. I think he needs to do more lives next year to increase his following. Jaguars will win the Super Bowl. That is yeah, like what a crazy what a crazy year, right? The Chicago Bears, the Jaguars, and I think yeah, I don't know what happened to you. Oh, I did it again. But on my end, it quit. Oh well, mine is still going. What do you want to say? How though? I don't know. You don't have an option to end it, right? I do. Where? I don't know. There's an X right there. Oh. We'll continue this another time, y'all.